Let Ishkaran reply, then you come in.
Yeah. Thank you. Arnab, let's first state the obvious, and then understand the strategy behind the unobvious. The obvious is if an enforcement agency sends you a summon, the investigative agency sends you a summon, you have to comply with it. You cannot sit pretty and say it is illegal, it has to be quashed. You have to go to the court, get it quashed. And I am very sure Mr. Kejriwal knows this very well. That's the obvious. Everybody knows no matter how illegal the summons, you have to either comply with them or you have to go to court and get a stay order or an interim protection. So that's the obvious. That's the law of the land. There is no debate on that. Let's not waste time on that. What is the unobvious we have to understand here? I think Mr. Kejriwal does not think he's in 2011. He thinks he's in 2014. You remember a defamation case by Mr. Gadkari on him? He refused to sign a bail bond, saying this bail bond is illegal. I will not sign this bail bond. And he went to jail for 3-4 days. Then what happened? The usual somersault. High Court said no. And that time he was very clear, I will not sign bail bond, I will come out without signing a bail bond. High Court said, please sign the bail bond. And very quietly, after 3-4 days of publicity, he signed the bail bond, which he had promised not to sign the way he had promised, I will not take a house, I will not take VIP facilities, etc., etc. Another one in the long line of promise. Now, what is the difference this time? Difference in 2014, A, there was public sympathy because people thought an ordinary citizen has come to change the system. B, the law was very different. It was a defamation case. It was not a case of heinous, serious corruption involving the enforcement directorate. So I think he's trying to apply the 2014 strategy. If he gets arrested 4 times, 5 times, who don't comply with ED, it's very likely they would be left with no other option but to take coercive action. And then probably he thinks he will get sympathy and he will get some votes. The difference is A, it is not 2014. B, it is not a speech case where every Indian was feeling we need to fight corruption. Even though in that case later he apologized to Mr. Gadkari, I have nothing to say. So that fundamental difference, I think, will become very clear over the next 5-7 days to Mr. Kejriwal, that you cannot dictate what's the law of this nation. You can't sit in your office or in a TV studio and say that these summons are illegal. You have to get a court order to say they are illegal. Otherwise, like Mr. Sisodia, who used to say, I am Kattar Imandar, there is nothing against me, but he got relief from no court. I fear that
Nikhil
will be the fate versus the sympathy he wants, which will play out in 2024. I don't think so.
First of all, the BJP spokesperson very eloquently mentioned that every time Kejriwal doesn't accept these summons, he is flouting Section 15(5), Subsection 5 of the PMLA Act. There is no Subsection 5 in Section 15. Secondly, I think let's look at it for what it is. ED is practically running a tours and travels and a homestays company. They go around after opposition leaders. They're not going after
I like that.
leaders. The BJP
I like that. I like that. I love these moments. We wait that. No, we wait right there. You said she doesn't know the law.
At least make my point. I've been waiting 35 minutes on your debate to at least counter the point.
You made a point.
You can have your fun later on. Can I make the point that I was making?
No,
Why does the ED not knock on the doors of Ajit Pawar? Why do they not go after Hemant Biswa Sharma?
Why you must try?
You want me to read it out?
Pick up the PMLA Act and debate it. Have it out in the open between the both of them. What is this? Pick up the PMLA Act. One side is right, one side is wrong. Pick it up and let's have it out. Ishkaran also, as the lawyer, comes into this. Which section, which subsection? I love these moments.
I think he misheard. But obviously the act is there.
Section 50, subsection 3. What are you talking about, Nikhilji?
Bansuri, you mentioned Section 15, subsection 5. Now you can go around and change the section that you mentioned, and I can't do anything about it.
5-0, you missed
Section 50.
5-0, subsection 3.
Now you're changing and saying Section 50 and subsection 3. Those are two different things.
Oh, for God's sakes, please, you and I, you do this, but this is our daily bread and butter. Here is the PMLA. All right, my learned friend, I will send you a box.
Ladies and gentlemen, superb rebut. Hit back by Bansuri Swaraj. 1-0 ahead on this fight. I love these moments.
Arnab, how is it a superb rebut? And why are we making it a fighting match?
5-0, subsection 3.
The point is the BJP spokesperson mentioned 15-5.
2-0 to
Now
Bansuri
she's saying
Swaraj.
53.
Scores the second time.
53.
The man is in a corner right now.
No. Arnab, she changed the section in the middle of the debate. Earlier she said 15.5 and now she's saying 53. And can we
No,
please get
Nikhil,
to
you
the
misheard
matter
me.
nitty-gritties and technicalities.
For God's
It's
sake,
not a legal
Nikhil,
debate that
you
we're having. Whether I
misheard
win or
me.
she wins, she's obviously changed the section that she had quoted earlier. But the fact of the matter is that the
Penalty
ED is
shootout,
going
ladies
after
and gentlemen.
people
Bansuri
completely in a
Swaraj,
politically
I had
motivated
3-0
manner.
in this
She was
debate.
very,
It's a
she was very
knockout.
erudite in quoting
It's a
the
knockout.
judgment of the Delhi High Court. where the Delhi High Court
Earbuds, I will send them to you.
Nikhil, you bit off more than you can chew.
What about
You did
the
it your
times that
way.
the Supreme Court has rebuked the Enforcement Directorate for acting in a political manner? I can read out a bunch of articles. You just Google.
I love these debates, ladies and gentlemen. I just love them. Let's go back to the debate now. Okay, bro. Pull back. गलती हो गई. Admit it. Move on. Political point पे आ जाओ. नहीं होता.
You can't expect them to keep on
Doesn't
going
happen
to
on my
the
show.
office every time.
In my
and
show, I
sitting there
never
in their
allow
office
somebody
have
to
tea
get
and
away
coffee.
with a technical
That's not
point
how
which
it
is
is.
proven wrong.
If the ED really has a case against these
Thank you.
leaders, why do they not file a charge sheet? Hemant Soren was appearing before the ED in the summons. He was being questioned and everything. Why was he arrested by the ED?
He moves
The
to
fact of the
Hemant
matter
Soren
is
now.
that the moment an
Now he
opposition
moves.
leader complies
He
with the
passes the
summons
buck.
of the ED,
There
the
he is.
ED
He's moving
is
on
going
now.
to arrest them. Do we want a situation? And now what is happening in Jharkhand? What is happening in Jharkhand? The governor is sitting on the demand of the single largest party in the legislature, and he's not letting them form the government. This is how the BJP is trying to topple democratically elected governments in the country. How can you not see that, Arnab? This is out and out clear. I am not supporting Kejriwal. I am not against Kejriwal. My point is simple, that the ED is a very, very politically motivated organization. It is nothing but the election department of the BJP.
Yeah. Okay. You guys went to the Supreme Court earlier with the same complaint. The Supreme Court sent you packing, saying don't bring issues in the political sphere into the judicial sphere. We'll have nothing to do with it. Now, having said that, Siddharth, I want you back in a one-on-one debate with Bansuri. Siddharth, see, Arvind Kejriwal's strategy, now I go to the politics, has been, I don't want anything, people want. People want. हम कुछ नहीं चाहते, लोग चाहते. लोग चाहते. पहले बोला, हम पॉलिटिक्स में कभी नहीं आना चाहते. किसने बोला? लोगों ने मुझे बोला. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. लोगों ने मुझे बोला पॉलिटिक्स में कभी मत आओ. फिर कहा मैं पॉलिटिक्स में आऊंगा. मैं नहीं आना चाहता. लोग बोल रहे हैं मुझे पॉलिटिक्स में आना चाहिए. लोग बोल रहे हैं. मेरी कोई इच्छा नहीं है. लोग बोल रहे हैं. फिर बोला कि मैं समन्स एक्सेप्ट करूं नहीं करूं. लोग बोल रहे हैं कि समन्स एक्सेप्ट मत करो. फिर यह भी कहा लोग बोल रहे हैं इस्तीफा मत दो. तो कहां है वो लोग?
That makes him a pure Democrat, right? That makes him a pure.
Why are you shooting off the people? No, why are you shooting off the people's shoulder?
What you say, if it is
pure
true,
Democrat.
that makes him Arvind Kejriwal a true Democrat, because after the Anna Hazare movement, you know, I know, everyone knows that there was a referendum, national-wide referendum, which said that yes, we have to form a political party. As far as ED cases go, Arvind Kejriwal did a referendum in Delhi. Out of the 38 lakh houses,
who has audited that referendum? KPMG, Deloitte.
They are happy.
Who has audited that referendum? No, 1 minute. आप ये जो referendum की बात करते हो, 1 minute.